It's double date night, COVID style, so come as you are, leave your cares at the door, and get ready for a great meal, some good company, and maybe even some parlor games after that. Make yourself comfortable. Dinner's going to be ready in maybe 10 minutes. We took the liberty of ordering Mexican food, and this is a follow-up to a previous episode where we talked about Friday food cravings, and Beth had mentioned El Rodeo. So, mouth's watering already. We had to share El Rodeo with you for this very special double date.
For sure.
So what did you order?
I have the chicken chimichanga that comes with a salad and a chili relleno, which I like to cut up and dip on a chip.
Delicious. And then she feeds me some too, so it's always nice.
Exactly.
I ordered enchilada mexicali. It's 4 enchiladas, so there's 1 cheese, 1 beef, 1 chicken, and 1 bean. And what they'll do, it's called enchiladas mexicali because what they'll do is they'll put 3 different sauces on it. So there's a queso sauce, which is a white cheese sauce. There is a verde sauce and then a rosa sauce, so it has the colors of the Mexican flag. And it's delicious and pretty. Unfortunately, when I plated it, because we had curbside takeout, it doesn't look nearly as pretty, but it smells good.
Oh, it smells so good.
It's really good. It's coming to the camera, I'm sure. So again, this is what you're eating tonight, so enjoy.
Enjoy.
I'm curious to know, Elizabeth, how have you been entertaining yourself during the pandemic? What have you been watching for programming?
Well, I just finished watching Schitt's Creek, the whole series. I think we had watched a few episodes way back when it first came out.
Yep.
And it just didn't stick for some reason with me. But then when it won all the awards just the past couple weeks ago, I decided to try it again. And it's really charming and funny.
I've been watching on Amazon 2 particular pieces. The Boys, which is irreverent and it's rough. It's rough programming.
I won't watch it.
Yeah. And Utopia, which kind of a fair amount of similarities between them. It's almost like a cross between The Umbrella Academy, another piece that I really like, but that's on Netflix, I think. The Umbrella Academy meets The Boys is how I would describe Utopia. Dark, gritty, but just funny. And I'm also watching UFC. There's something, I don't know, bare knuckle brawls lately seem to be entertaining me as I fall asleep.
So a lot of times he'll be watching UFC and I'm trying to learn how to play the ukulele. So I'll be beside him just like da-da-da, strumming along.
Yes, we want to send all kinds of love to my brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Jones, J-Mart fam, and I'm going to put a link below. He does all kinds of crazy food challenges. And unfortunately, we find ourselves watching him late at night. So we're in bed, and it's great. It's nice to have something to look forward to, but I'm always hungry as a result of watching his videos. But again, check out J-Mart if you like food challenge videos. So with the pandemic, I started to compile an informal post-apocalyptic, and as in like once we get past this, list of things. And I'm curious, what's on your list? I mean, what things can't you wait to do when it's safe? What are you looking forward to doing?
Well, one thing that we had planned to do this past summer, which we couldn't do because of COVID, was to take the family up to Acadia National Park. And I really, really want to do that.
I know.
How about you? What are you looking forward to?
There are a bunch of things. It sounds kind of silly, but Jordan's Furniture.
Yes.
In Portland, in the Portland Mall area, they've opened up this big experience. But this place, like a number of them in Massachusetts, is mammoth. They actually have an indoor ropes course, which is billed as the largest in New England.
Seriously?
It's huge. So I'm looking forward to Jordan's. I'm looking forward to going back to the mall. I'm looking forward to, because I like to people watch, I'm looking forward to going back to the old port and not having to worry, because I went down with the kids a couple of weekends ago. And it was pretty, and a lot of the businesses had done a really good job of setting up stanchions, and the city, I'm assuming itself, had come in and put up some, cement barricades, some Jersey barriers, to make sure that roads were down to 1 lane, so they could maximize the outdoor space as much as possible, but it didn't feel the same. I think I'm just looking forward to, kind of that unfettered human contact. I'm going to hug strangers when this is done. Just fair warning, I'm a huggy guy, and I've been in depletion mode. Bethy's been suffering as a result. I'm hugging her every time I turn around, but I need more victims. So I think that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. As I said, fair warning, when it's safe, when the vaccine's out, I'm going to be hugging perfect strangers willy-nilly.
What are you watching? Because now I'm at the end of Schitt's Creek. I've seen Life Below Zero in its entirety twice. So what do you recommend that you love? I'd love to know.
But today,
Yes.
this is complete non sequitur.
Okay.
But it occurred to me that you went out and you pulled in the last of the garden. This is the final harvest from the garden of first summer.
Close to the final.
Close to the final. What did you get out of the ground today?
Excuse me. Today,
Yes.
I filled up a 5-gallon bucket of potatoes. I got 4 gallons of carrots, a few little onions.
Wow. And then you showed me the watermelons. Those are hilarious.
Oh, yes. And actually, the bigger one tasted good, but it only got this big. And
You got pictures
that
of those,
grew all day. That grew all summer.
I'm stuffed to the gills. I cleaned my plate. However, we have coffee and dessert for you. And tonight's dessert is Beth's homemade chocolate cake with the cream cheese frosting, homemade as well.
Yep.
So
Tastes like whippy pies.
you're going to enjoy it. It's fantastic. And what we usually do when we have company over is we like to pick a game. You know, the conversation throughout the meal is fantastic, but we're warmed up at that point in time. We don't want our guests to leave, so we lure them in with games so that they don't leave. They stay longer.
Stay longer.
Just heads up, that's what happens when you come to visit the Broders. We're going to make you play games. And this one was actually a gift a number of Christmases ago from
My
Mumsy.
mom.
Yeah, from my mother-in-law. And it was a stocking stuffer. We've gotten more fun and enjoyment out of this game than any number of gifts I've ever received before.
It's true.
It's a fun game. 3. First hand, what did I get?
Ooh.
Garbage.
You're first.
All right, so... Oh, if only I could have all... Oh, I can use that. So what you have to do is pick up one of the cards and then drop one of the cards. Because you can only have in each given hand the assigned number. So this is the first hand where there are 3 cards. By the end of my turn, 3 cards must be in my hand.
Ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Ooh,
You got a bed and I got tea.
right on. Now you can get increased number of points by having variations. So we both had a 3-letter word. In subsequent hands, as we get more cards, you're going to see that if I had enough letters to be able to make 2 words, I could have gained an additional point or 10 points by having either the greatest number of words or the longest word. And it's always interesting because you're not sure, especially if your cards increase in your hand, if your competitor is going to put down either the longest word or more words, and you want to gain that 10 extra points. So you're strategizing as, okay, I could make 2 words or I could make 1 long word. What do I think Beth has? We each had a 3-letter word, and each of the letters had a point value assigned. So for my first hand, I had 15 points.
And I had 7. So Bobby is winning.
So I won the first hand.
Yes, you
And
did.
you always keep that last, or the last discarded card on top. So we're now up to 4 cards. Come on, Fickle Finger of Fate. Give me some good cards. Oh, yeah.
Oh no. I have all consonants. So I'm
And I have a ready-made word.
There you go.
So you never know. All right, so now, even though I like what I have, fate could have been kinder. There could be another card in here that will increase my point value or allow me to have, and in this instance it did. So I have, and since you're going to see it anyway, my word was ours, O-U-R-S. I picked up a Y. It's a point, or only a difference of 1 point, but 1 point. So I'm going to replace the S with a Y, discard the S, and my word is your.
Now I got 0. I got 3 T's and a V.
Which means, and I love winning, I actually get 20 points just by virtue of having not only the longest word, but the most words, because
That's right.
1 is better than 0, which means there's 20 there.
Yep.
And then I picked up 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
Oh my goodness.
I know, that was a very good hand.
So now you're at 49 points, and I'm at
Is being kind to Bobby tonight. By how much though? Tell them.
by 1 year and 20 days.
What?
1 year and 20 days.
By 20 days.
No, babe, I'm a year and 20 days older than you.
No,
Yeah.
you're not 51.
Yes, I'm 51.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. Yeah, you are older than me. That's one thing you want to do strategy-wise as well, is that if you have a card that's just going to drag your hand down, and you can't use it, and let's just say one card or two cards that you can't use, one is point of 2 and one is point of 10, like in the case with the CL. I'm getting rid of him because he's a drag on my hand. I got Liner. Ooh, Lux, Latin. We went Latin.
We
And that's
have
the
to
thing.
go Latin.
Yeah, you can use other languages. Just make sure it's not gibberish. Oh, I'm sorry. And then you have to deduct. So I had dropped these 2 cards, the 4 points total. So I had to deduct that from my total. And this is division of labor in the Broder household. Bethy shuffles, she deals, and keeps score. Now as I'm saying this aloud, that's a pretty crappy deal for you.
It's a little bit of a
And then I
problem.
put the cards back in the pile. And I tell jokes every once in a while.
That's the division of labor.
That's the division of labor. And so this is the exciting night. So this, now you know, you're well informed. If you ever get an invitation from Bobby in Maine and Bethy in Maine,
You might not want to take it.
you might not want to, no, because you're going to, even though you'll have excellent food, and it smells nice in here.
It does.
And we usually have big band playing, but it would have been obnoxious, especially when the ads come on. But is FERP a word?
No, FERP's not a word. I have 37.
Oh, he beat me by 7.
Would you-
30 points for Bobby. All right.
Did you see that? He was upset I got more
I
points.
wasn't upset. I wasn't upset.
You
at
went,
all.
what
that
is
was
that?
dramatic.
Okay.
I wasn't upset,
No.
especially when I'm winning.
You're first. Yeah, you're winning.
By how much, Elizabeth?
You're ahead by 29 points.
That's excellent. Excellent. Another game that we like is Bananagrams. It's a series of tiles. I don't know how many come, maybe 120 tiles, quite a few tiles. And they all have a letter like a Scrabble board would. And you start with 20 tiles, and then you, as rapidly as possible, create words linking off of each other. They can be backwards, forwards, not diagonal. And then every time you clear all of your tiles, make or use up all your tiles, you call pick. And so it's rapid pace as you're trying to burn through and be the last person or the first person to use all the tiles.
All right, ready?
Ready? I told you I was going to get all King James, and I am. Thine job, yo. So it's like King James Street.
I have a thud rinse.
A fudrance. Yeah. Let's see if you can do something.
5 on that
You can do
one.
better than that. You can do rise and and.
Oh my lord.
See?
Thank you.
So 10 hands later of Quiddler. What's the tally?
Final score, 267, 211.
Oh, good game.
Good game.
Really well played. Thanks for joining us for cards. We'll catch up with you in just a minute. We're going to clean up. And actually, you wanted some coffee and dessert, so we'll bring it to you in the living room. Go relax. We're going to clean up a little bit, and we'll catch up with you in just a minute.
All right.
Well, that was a nice treat. Thank you so much for coming over and sharing a meal with us. We can do it again soon, maybe next Friday. But until next Friday, as always, please be safe, be especially kind, and if you have time, like, share, and subscribe. I love hearing from you. From me and Bethy to you, I'm Bobby and Maine. Get home safe.